I'm going to try to sound businesslike here, so bear with me. It probably won't last. When you put fingers to keyboard and finish a project, you've created an intellectual property, IP. Whether in digital format or handwritten, no matter what the format, copyright protects it from the moment of creation. New authors, and yes, I was one of them, tend to want to A, tell the world about their book, or B, hide it so no one will steal their amazing and original idea. I was driving to a conference with several authors, and one of them told us her amazing and original idea. The next day, I was looking at the swag table and found a postcard with the exact same idea outlined in the blurb. But it won't be the same idea because how we write is unique to us. There are no new ideas, just new ways of writing them. It's better to focus on developing your author voice. Now, I'm not saying plagiarism doesn't happen. We've all seen the news stories, but people tend to steal content from successful books. Registering your copyright doesn't protect you from theft, but it does give you additional tools, such as damages, to fight back when it happens. It is a good business practice to formally register your copyright, and it also provides you with protection if someone comes after you for infringement. And yes, sadly, that does happen. You have your finished book, but you aren't a business just yet. A finished book is a hope, a learning experience, even a passion. When you contract that book to a publisher or publish it yourself, then it becomes a business. What kind of business that is, that's totally up to you. The cool thing about being an author is that what our books look like, sound like, what our business looks like, is going to be different from every author on earth, because they aren't you. Some best practices for every author are to keep honing your writing skills. Manage your resources. Money and time are the biggies. Know what rights are attached to your IP, intellectual property. Promote your books and protect your content creator, you, so you can write more books. One book is a startup business, and some authors never get past that point. But if you're in it for the long haul, you should also consider networking with other authors, managing your customer relations, homing your business skills, learning how to market, and about now you're probably thinking, but I just want to be a writer, and besides, I'm not published. Why should I worry about this now? The thing is, there is so much you can do to start. Building a reader base before you publish if you know what you're doing. If you're going to drive a car, you have to learn how to do it, get a license, pass some tests. Of course, you don't have to do any of these things. You can wander your way through the experiences, and if you're lucky, it turns out fine. Or you can get caught by scammers and bad contracts, or damage your author platform before you even get started. Some things are just setbacks that slow your progress, but other decisions can lose you the control of your IP until 75 years after you die. I was very lucky that my one dance with a traditional publisher was before they all started getting rights grabby. My books reverted to me in 5 years. Even back when I knew nothing, it always bothered me when authors would say they sold their book. Most of the time you don't sell your book. You contract the rights for them to publish the book, and then they sell your book. And they might subcontract your other rights, but those rights still belong to you. You've just given them permission to use them. It's such a good idea to manage your mindset about what is actually happening when you work with a publisher. Just from outside observing, I think they do think they bought the farm, i.e., your book. I will confess I have been super surprised by how traditional publishing has responded to the self-publishing revolution. I really thought they'd catch a clue and start treating authors like the publishing partners they actually are. No books, no publishing, after all. But they didn't. They've gotten even more rights grabby. Walk super warily around any contract you're offered from a large or small publisher. And yes, take a close look at those agent contracts too. Some of them have gotten very grabby too and will try to attach themselves to your books, and you for long past the point the relationship is working. Another good reason to plan and manage your business is to keep you from shiny object syndrome, following this and that new thing that may work for some authors and their books, but just costs you money. If only I'd known are the saddest 4 words from an author's mouth. When you manage your business, you can manage to avoid a lot of pitfalls. I can't protect you from every publishing problem known to authors, but I can warn you about some of the murky spots I've seen in my trek through the wacky, often painful, but still wonderful to me world of being an author. Lucky for you, you're reading this book and you can learn from my mistakes. I did them all for you, of course.